Good morning, YouTube family. Martinez Country Home here. Today's Tuesday, August the 10th, 2021. Um, so, obviously, the things that are the main thing, the main topic right now, as far as that I'm seeing, um, is the gradual push for mandatory um, jabs for the health crisis. Now, here in our city, we're getting pretty much like everywhere. We're seeing they're reporting high numbers in the ICUs, that the beds are being filled, and that a lot of people are getting sick. Now, I don't know how that those numbers are validated, being that the PCR test that they use has been deemed, and which a lot of us already knew, that it's not accurate, and that they're not going to use it anymore. So I'm not sure where they're getting the numbers, how they're still reporting them. Um, but the main issue is, are they gonna mandate, of course, the vaccine? Now we're hearing in like New York City where, in order for, if you wanna pretty much participate in public life out there in New York, you have to get the vaccine. Um, in France, they were showing footage of people sitting outside, and you got the police, I guess the constabulary or whatever out there, um, or the police in Paris, walking through the cafes out there outside, people that are just dining, and apparently you have some kind of a, through your phone you can show that you've been vaccinated. Here in the United States, of course, we have New York. I'm not sure what other cities or states are going that far as to mandate. Um, like in New York, you have to be vaccinated in order to go to the movies, or um, or go to like, I guess, sports events, to go eat, stuff like that. Um, so while all this is going on, guys, while we're seeing, um, little by little, uh, these things being made mandatory. Um, of course, we're going through inflation and taxation. Um, Now, I think it was Sunday. I think it might have been Sunday night. I made a video, and it might have sounded a little bit dark, a little bit gloomy, but um, I think, when you're seeing all these things converge, you're seeing, uh, the and there's small things, right? But when you put them all together, um, you realize what you're up against. But that being said, like I've said before, you know, we're we're here. That's why we do what we do. That's why we prepare, and you know, throughout history, throughout all of human history, that is what we do. Is we adapt, and we try to survive what's in front of us, whatever dangers are in front of us, and so that's what we prepare. That's why we not only prepare ourselves with the things that we're going to need, such as food and water, medical supplies, the things that we're going to need to maintain our homes and our vehicles, but we also prepare our minds. And really, that's pretty much what I wanted to do, is just um, put things out there so that you already see what's coming. You have an idea, and so that when it does come, it doesn't hit you, uh, too hard. You already know what to expect. Now, um, I've seen a couple of videos. I've seen a couple of content creators talk about, and it's funny because um, us like-minded people, especially in the prepper community, uh, it seems like we're always our minds are on the same track, in one way or another, pretty close. We might have some little bit differences of opinion. We don't all think exactly the same, but um, we pretty much see the same things because sometimes, or actually 9 times out of 10, uh, what somebody's talking about, it's on our minds too. It's on my mind. Uh, they just know how to articulate it much better than I can, or bring up something that we were thinking about, just hadn't put it out there yet. But we've been seeing, I've been seeing a lot of talk about authoritarianism, or the how the governments, the local governments, world governments all over the world, they're becoming more tyrannical, and we've been seeing that for many years. A lot of people would tell me that, well, we can still, what do you mean we have, we're under tyrannical government, we can still go to the movies, or we can still move around, and again, I'm gonna say that uh the movies guys and TV have really done us a disservice. The other day I was making a video and I kind of didn't finish my thought because there was gonna be an accident right in front of me, and it kind of threw off my train of thought while I was filming. I think the second to last video that I made. Um, I'm sorry, the video before the last. Um, so people have an idea, or they have an idea in their minds of what a collapse is, or what a tyrannical government is, or what they see in the movies, or even what they read in the history books, guys, right? But what they don't see and we see is the gradual steps that are happening as we're going to that tyrannical government, and we've been seeing these things add up over the years. Me, especially since I woke up, and it's been 10 years, basically going on 10 years that I, what you call, quote unquote, woke up. And if people don't see, like in the movies, if they don't see destruction and fire and starvation, if they don't see it happening everywhere, then, or they don't see it happening where they live, uh they don't believe that it's happening, or that it's gonna happen, or that we're in the midst of that process. And the thing is that we've been in that process going back many years, even before I woke up. I mean, of course, it's been going to that. And unfortunately, our own, it's really been everyday people that helped that happen. Like now you see, um like that guy from that Gulf Guns Coast to Coast. He says at the end of his video, where it's not that you're wrong, it's that you've been outvoted. And indeed, guys, a democracy, all it is mob rule. And when enough people have been brainwashed, and enough people have been indoctrinated, and their minds have been trained to perceive the world in the way that the powers that be want them to, they're gonna drag us down with them. And at the same time, there is a lot more of us than what we think. There's a lot of us that are like-minded, but we don't get the publicity from the mainstream media. Of course, you see the censorship. There's a lot of censorship. Um, it's in your face. Um, I do see a lot of. I don't know why, if it's arbitrary. Some people get shut down. Some people get strikes. Some people, like myself, I'm a very small channel, but yet I've gotten hit with a strike 2 times. I just got lucky that my strikes were more than 3 months. It was just past 3 months to where they didn't add up. But I've been hit with strikes twice, and I've been out of commission for a week. And but especially the last one that I made, um, I can see why they took it down. I can see why. But I've seen bigger channels, much bigger channels than myself, um, pretty much say the same thing, and they're still up. But I think it's because they want people to to react, maybe see if they can instigate some kind of a reaction. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. One thing that I've realized: we are always in reaction mode. We're pretty much, we're always reacting to what the system is putting in front of us, and we're reacting to that. Um, One of the good things about being a prepper, guys, preparing, and that word, being a prepper, I'm just using it very general, just to describe somebody that is preparing for the worst, and also it's a lifestyle. But uh, one of the things that is good about preparing and being awake is that you're no longer reacting to what's in front of you. You're It's a lifestyle, and so that's how you're preparing for everything. And and once you no longer sell out, guys, once you stand your ground, and you stand up for what you believe in, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter. You are who you are, and the thing is, people have to remember who they are. We're being ruled by a fake system, um, and it's pretty much in your face. They're Sometimes they move slow. Sometimes we're able to stand our ground. Enough people rise up, and they'll take a couple of steps back, but the trend is always forward. The line in the sand is constantly being moved and moved. So, um, but we continue to do what we do, guys. We don't have no choice. We have families, our kids, our grandkids, and everything is, speaking for myself, everything I do is for them. I won't sell out. I pray to God that He makes me strong, and that He helps me stand my ground, uh, for my family, and that I do not sell out my fellow man. I know it sounds kind of idealistic or whatever, but we need more people to think like that, and to help each other out, to be there for one another, because the day's coming where, um I see a lot of dark days ahead. And when you have community, it makes that burden a lot easier. When you have people, especially like-minded people, helping out. But there's a lot of people out there, guys, that they're not awake, in the term as we know it, or they're not even preppers, but they will give the shirt off their backs. They'll give their last to you. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen good people out there. It doesn't matter whether you're liberal or conservative or Democrat, Republican, or whatever. I've seen Democrats, lefties, um, be very human, and help you out. So this thing is not about left or right, guys. You know what they've done? They've made us go up against each other, when the real enemy is the system, and the ruling class that's running it. So, and of course now they're gonna have us. They're coming up with the next the next class, which is the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. I already see it, guys, with people that are out there that I interact with. So, anyway, oh, before I forget, there was a couple of things. I've seen a couple of sites out there talk about it already, but I wanted to let y'all know on Zero Hedge. There was two articles that I read that are very important, and I'll leave those links below. Anything that was pertinent to this video, guys, I'm gonna leave links, but especially to the link about the Tyson CEO uh, talking about how chicken's gonna rise dramatically by September. Um, Prices for them to produce the chicken or whatever that the products is so high that it's coming so fast that they can't raise their prices fast enough. And also in Brazil, they reported like a 10 billion bag loss of coffee in Brazil. It's I think they said it's equivalent to 10 billion bags of coffee. I didn't read it long enough to see how big those bags were, but that's a lot of coffee. So, um, and there's been stories already that there was the coffee crop was very bad. Up to like 6 months ago, I remember talking about that, but I'm gonna leave those links below for y'all. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great day and keep your head up. I keep my head up, guys. If my last video was a little bit gloomy, I apologize. It's just that I do see what's ahead of us, but I don't give up. We don't have no choice. You know what I mean? It's no choice. We got to be there for our families, and we have to be strong for our families, um, because they depend on us, and so we have to show that confidence and that and that that assertiveness that we got things in control. And so, like I said, we don't have no choice, guys. Um, it's a matter of survival, and we're gonna do what we got to do to survive. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. Take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.